Greetings, Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another pick and mix, and this week it is the UK top 10 from 38 years ago on this day, the 29th of December 1984. God. When you look at it like that, I remember that very well. 38 years ago. The day of the week was Saturday, and our Prime Minister was Margaret Thatcher. She had, what term was she in? I think she was in her second term as Prime Minister. Not much happened on this day. Leo Robin, an American songwriter who wrote Thanks for the Memory and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, dies of heart failure at the age of 84. Sidney Garfield, American physician and pioneer of health maintenance organisations, dies at 78. And the Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi claims victory in the parliamentary election. So it was a very quiet day in history. But we're here to look at the top 10 from 38 years ago today. So, coming at number 10 was a song that had come up 3 places in the chart into the top 10, and it is Shout from Tears for Fears. One of their excellent songs from the big chair. This song actually peaked at number 4 here in the UK eventually, and got to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 as well. Excellent track. One of my favourite tracks by Tears for Fears. I love the vocals on this. Very, very strong track indeed. Okay then. None Mover at number 9. This is Paul Young and Everything Must Change. Yeah, this wouldn't go any higher in the singles chart. It got to number 1 in Canada though, and the United States. To be quite honest, I was never ever a huge fan of this song. I like loving the common people, and wherever I lay my heart, that's my home. This one I thought was a little bit wishy-washy for me. Okay then, number 8, down 1 place. Little bit of a controversial, but it was in the charts. It's another rock and roll Christmas, Gary Glitter. This had peaked at number 7 and was on the way down. I mean, we know the history and we don't have to talk about it. You know, he was a bit big in the 70s, lots of number 1s, but as years went on, he was just sort of trying to hang on to his former glories. But this track was pretty cheesy. Less said about it the better. Okay then, cut at number 7, up 8 places. We have Who You Wanna Call. Ghostbusters from Ray Parker Jr. Great theme to a big movie. Fantastic track. I loved this growing up. I was in my growing up. I was 18. It was a great movie. We went to see this at the cinema. This actually peaked at number 2 here in the UK, but was number 1 in the United States, Belgium, Canada and France, and top 10 in most of the other countries. It's a very quirky song. Everyone knows it. It was a great movie theme. Okay then, coming in at number 6, we've got down 1 place, The Power of Love, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. One of the nice gentle songs off Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. Former number 1, on the way down it on the charts. This actually got a silver disc for this track. It's a really, really good song. That's when they used to make when bands used to make good ballad songs. like that one. Okay then, number 5, down one place. It's Madonna and Like a Virgin. Bum, 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 bum. Great track. Did well all over the place. Number 1 in America. Got a gold disc, and it was number 1 in Australia and Canada as well, I believe. One of her classics. I quite like that track, always have. It's very catchy. Not bad at all. Now, number 4, up 2 places for the Toy Dolls and their rendition of Nelly the Elephant Packed a Trunk. Well, what can you say? This was a real novelty record. I remember, because at the time I was doing discos, and this how many times this got asked for. It was a great little track. I mean, let's go. I mean, it was originally sung by Mandy Miller way back in 1956. Did quite well in the charts, and this peaked at, I think this peaked at number 4. Yeah, can't say more about it. It's quite a fun, punky version of Nelly the Elephant. Okay then, we've got a non-mover at number 3. It's Paul McCartney. We all stand together. A lot of people hate this, but I actually like it. I thought the video to this is wonderful. This is the highest it got, I think. Here we've got, but in Ireland and America it didn't chart. They just couldn't cope with it in America. But yeah, it's got Rupert Bear in it and the Frogs. Yeah, very, very good track. Number 2, a non-mover from Wham. The double A side. One side was a song called Everything She Wants, which is not very good, and Last Christmas. Now, if it wasn't for a certain other song, this would have been number 1 for Christmas 1984. Very Christmassy. It now stands there as one of the Christmas classics, and it's when the Christmas songs were Christmas songs. And I've got no problem with Wham's Last Christmas. It's a very uplifting track. I've got no problem with that. But of course, 25th of December 2016, Last Christmas was out again because of the sad death of George Michael on Christmas Day. It was a very bad year 2016, because we lost Rick Parfitt on Christmas Eve and George Michael on 2006 on Christmas Day. It came back into the charts for a little while as well. There's all sorts of little bits about this. It totally disappeared off the charts for a little while. Things like that happened apparently, but there you go. So what was number 1? Well, if you know your history, this was its 3rd week at number 1, and it's the original Band Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas? Yeah, charity record done by Mr. Bob Geldof. This song, well, what can you say about it? Everyone knows the words. Written by Midge Ure of the Ultravox, of course. This song has actually sold over 11 million copies. Number 1 in Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, UK. And actually made number 13 on the US Billboard. Went platinum 2 times. Went platinum in Canada, 2 times in Denmark, gold in Germany, platinum in Italy, 3 times here in the UK, and gold in America, which isn't bad, is it? It's certainly better than that wishy-washy "We Are the World." It's still, people jump around to it. This is the best version. They keep rehashing it with all the pop stars of the day, and they've never really beaten this version. I think everybody brought it, even I've brought it. They were very popular at Christmas discos as well that year, and then for the subsequent years. You know, you go into shops now and what do you hear? Feed the world. It sort of plays on me now. So there we go. That was the top 10 of 38 years ago. Well, that's all for today, folks. Very short and sweet ones this week. We start normal programming, of course, next week. And tomorrow, it's the album review of the year tomorrow. So join me for that. Whatever you do today, enjoy the rest of your Christmas holidays. Bye for now.